Hi, I'm Anne-Marie Emanuelli, Creative Director and Founder at Mindful Frontiers, located in northern New Mexico, USA. I'd like to talk to you about 5 habits for optimal wellness, performance, and focus. From my perspective, mental wellness and spiritual connection are blended well into mindful meditation, which is my passion, it's my work, and it's my daily practice. With over 20 years of experience, the practice really took hold in my life in 2016 when the school where I was teaching experienced 3 student suicides within the span of a year. Needless to say, it was a really shaky start that year. And meditation came back to my mind as a way to deal with this grief that we were experiencing. And I thought to myself, if I'm feeling this kind of grief, and I know meditation will help me as it did before in my life, what about my students and my colleagues? I'm sure they need something as well. So for many years after that, I brought mindful meditation into my classes. And I was an English teacher at a local charter school, and I saw pretty immediately significant benefits from that. And so the staff was exposed to mindful meditation, and we would use that in all of our staff meetings, and the habit took hold. And how did we do that? We just practiced. Meditation is a practice every day, day in, day out. You just sit down at a cushion or a chair, go for a meditative walk, and you reflect and you search your soul, and you just do it over and over, and it becomes a habit. That's how you that's how you get a habit into you, is that you just practice it. And a lot of the not so healthy habits that we have come from the same way. We've been doing them over and over, and they become a pattern. Pattern is another word for habit anyway. For emotional well-being, I turn to daily exercise as well as mindful meditation. I need to move also. I need to be still, and I also need to move. I have PTSD, as many people have, from childhood trauma, and so movement helps me, and being still also. They're like a balance. It's like a yin and yang. They go together. Sometimes I meditate sitting, and sometimes I meditate walking. Either way, that's also a habit that I have cultivated for many decades. And self-care is a habit. It's a vital need. Another word for habit is something that we need in our life. Food is a habit. Music, listening to music can be a habit. For me, self-care is crucial in my day. And mindful meditation is what I use for self-care. It's all together, whether it's wellness or performance or focus, all of these work together. Basically, we're trying to be as the best we can, optimal human being. And self-compassion, non-judgment comes through mindful meditation by practicing this daily skill, learning all the different kinds of meditation styles and picking the ones that resonate with you. That becomes a habit, and we learn to accept the way we are, accept the moment the way we are. It is equanimity. It is, right? It just is. You know that the old 70s adage, be here now, well, that's really the only reality we have, is right now. This present moment that is over in the blink of an eye. Each present moment is another time period, another opportunity to enhance those optimal habits. So between mindful meditation and movement, which for me is exercise of all kinds, I've been a triathlete, I've been a competitive swimmer, and now in the end of my 5th decade on this fabulous planet, I still do those sports. I just maybe don't do them as intensely, but they're still a habit, and they still bring out the best in me. And again, mindful meditation, that is what I do, the habit that I have cultivated for over 20 years. And of course, more recently, in these last 4 or 5 years, it's been crucial to my career as a teacher, which I've just retired from, in order to put my passion and my time into mindful frontiers. I dream of continuing to teach meditation, mindfulness to youth and their families, to adults and parents and teachers and professionals, to bring a little moment of wellness, focus, solace, calm into their day. And of course, as I share this information with you, we are going through the first world pandemic, and it has caused everyone to self-reflect, to look deeply within, to reinvent ourselves. And for those of us who are able to cultivate the habit of equanimity and present moment awareness, we see that it's okay. Life is fine. It's going to continue. And if we have hardship, well, we just pick ourselves back up, gather ourselves, ground ourselves with breath, with awareness, and we do it all over again. Reinvent ourselves if we have to. So join me in creating wellness and focus and optimal performance in your life by joining me in the movement of mindful meditation. It's totally accessible to anyone, anywhere.